What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're taking a look at another game review. We have been looking at a load of games which are based around superheroes, so I decided, because we recently finished the Suicide Squad, we'd take a break from looking at the MCU and review this game as a whole. Now, the full playthrough of this game is up on the channel if you want to go check it out. I am yet to finish all the DLCs. There is like DLC Season 1, 2, 3 for each one of the Battle Passes. I haven't finished them yet, so I'm not going to be reviewing them, but I can review them as a concept, and their concept is fucking atrocious. But without any further delay, let's actually just do a quick run through of the story of this game. And the story is basically Brainiac is attacking Metropolis, and Amanda Waller needs some guys to sort of help her out to stop him, so she puts together Harley Quinn, King Shark, Deadshot, and Captain Boomerang. Each one of these core members of the Suicide Squad is then who you are trained with, who you are sort of going through the tutorial with to learn how to use each one. Gonna be honest, I picked Harley Quinn and played as her throughout the entire series. I don't think I changed character once, and except for the first time it made me, and the second time and third time it made me, because you get 3 sort of forced changes between each character, and that is through the opening tutorial, the first Batman encounter, and the second Batman encounter. It forces you to play as every single one of the Suicide Squad. Anyway, that aside, we then, put up a base in the Hall of Justice and basically try and save the Flash. We don't do it successfully because Batman gets a hold of him. So then we have to go and kill the Justice League, whilst also helping Penguin, Rick Flag, Poison Ivy, Toyman, and Hack all do various missions around Metropolis, and we then take on the Justice League one at a time. We go from Flash to Green Lantern to Batman to Superman to then Brainiac, and then we've saved our world from Brainiac, and then we can travel other worlds, and that's what the DLCs are. And I do believe there's going to be 13 DLCs in this entire thing, which I think is fucking wild to think about. There is going to be 13 seasons of this game before they're finished. That is fucking wild to think about. And the 4th hero that has been teased is Deathstroke, which I think is going to be one of the more popular ones. But even then, the player base has fallen off. So that's the story out the way. I'm gonna be honest, I was very, weirded out with the amount of hate that this game got. This game got so much hate, and I still bought this. I bought this game for 30 quid. I wanted to play it, I wanted to see how it was for myself, because everyone was just over-hating on it, and I genuinely just thought they were hating on it for the sake of hating on it. And some of their complaints were accurate, I'm gonna be honest. The complaints about the gameplay, I can completely understand. The gameplay is very repetitive. It is, go to this location and then you do one of 4 missions. You help Poison Ivy with a plant, you keep Hack keep the flag captured so Hack can hack it. You can either return minions to Penguin or Flag, or for whatever reason you can kill enemies and, gather enough energy for Toymen. There is also Lex missions where you take out giant turrets, but it is one of those 5 missions. There is no other missions except for boss fights. So I do feel like the replayability and the going into the DLCs to get enough energy to unlock the new characters and to continue the story and to take out Brainiac, it's gonna get boring really quickly. Especially because, for whatever reason, with my version of the game, after I defeated Brainiac, I just couldn't get any more shield. My shield was just nowhere to be seen. I just could not regain shield for the life of me, and I don't know why that is. I'm playing on easy mode. I'm not playing on expert or tryhard or whatever it's called in this game, because everyone changes the name for extra hard difficulty for whatever reason to be more unique and quirky. But I don't know why my shield just doesn't work, and you'll see it in the last couple of videos that I do on this game, where it's just my shield just won't regenerate at all, and it causes me to get killed a lot. So the gameplay again is very repetitive. Each one of the characters feels very the same. They try and sort of make it feel a little different with everything, but you can swap the guns. Like, King Shark is like the tank, he has the minigun and the rocket launcher / grenade launcher. You can give those guns to Harley Quinn if you really wanted to. You could give Harley Quinn a minigun and a grenade launcher. You can give them all a minigun and a grenade launcher. What makes each character special is their abilities, which are super abilities, which basically is the same for everyone with different animations, and then their sort of how they traverse. Like, obviously we have Captain Boomerang who can hit super speed, and then like fucking Deadshot who can fly for a little bit, and then there's Harley Quinn who can swing, or King Shark who can super jump. Each one has its drawbacks, and I feel like the best two are like Harley Quinn and Deadshot, but their jetpack and their swinging cuts off and gets really slow and doesn't feel smooth to use. It feels very janky, very buggy, very broken. I don't know, I just feel like they would have better gear to be able to swing around all the time. I don't get why they put a limit on how much Harley Quinn can swing around. I don't think swinging around can save you from a lot of situations. Like, having that constant swing away, I don't know what that could really need a cap for. I'm gonna be honest. Like, trying to think of a cap reasoning for why Harley Quinn can't just swing on the Bat Drone infinitely, I can't think of one. The game would be so much better if Deadshot could just fly around, like, with his jetpack. Fair enough, maybe if you put a cap on them during missions, but as you're just traveling around, like, Gotham, let us have fun. Let us just be able to fly around. Let us just be able to swing around. I don't see the reason why, in the open world, when there's no real mission going on, no real sort of, I don't know, like, skill gap, I guess, like, skill level to play, like, you know, just let us fuck around. Like, I don't get the cap. It is stupid. And, to be fair, this game does have props for story. A lot of people gave it a lot of shit for story and the jokes, and how disrespectful it was to the Justice League, where it had Captain Boomerang pissing on the Flash, and it was Harley Quinn that killed Batman. Everyone got their counterpart. Everyone got their sort of beef with their supervillain. Like, we had Captain Boomerang with the Flash. Like, they had a beef, they had a rivalry, and they're villains. They're gonna be disrespectful to the heroes. I don't know why people were thinking that they'd be respectful, or why they'd be, like, okay or calm, or, like, a little bit more, let's put it quote-unquote normal when killing the Justice League. They are supervillains. They're crazy. They're psychos. They're not all there in the head, especially with the Harley Quinn's part, so I don't get the complaint here. It is all within character of these guys to do what they were doing. Like, it is in character for Deadshot to be quite, like, rude towards Green Lantern. It is quite in character for Harley Quinn to joke around when killing Batman. It's in character for Captain Boomerang to be an asshole and just an all-round dickhead. Like, it is just in their character to do that. So the complaints that people are having with they're being disrespectful to the Justice League and they're putting a shitter on the Arkham universe, I don't get it. People are so precious about this Arkham universe because, fair enough, they are great games, they are brilliant games, but it's like, this is a Suicide Squad story. It's going to be disrespectful. It's going to be a little silly, a little goofy, a little quirky here and there. It's gonna be a jokey, fun game, and gonna be honest, if you watch my playthrough, I laughed at majority of the jokes. I thought it was very funny, I thought it very amusing, I enjoyed this game. Fair enough, the gameplay was repetitive, and I did note on that, and I did mention that quite a few times in my videos, but the story was there. I was there for the story, I was there for the character interactions. I thought it was a good world, and they built it quite nicely, especially since out in the Arkham universe we've been kept to Gotham this entire time. Opening it up to Metropolis is pretty cool, and I do feel like this game, like, with it being a Suicide Squad game, it opened it up to a lot more potential than what a Justice League game could have been. I feel like a Justice League game would have been quite boring, and people are saying, oh, why didn't they just make the Justice League game? Because all these guys have the superpowers of the heroes. Unfortunately, that point doesn't stand either. Fair enough, Boomerang can run fairly quickly, but he's not as fast as the Flash would have been. Fair enough, Harley Quinn does get Batman's gadgets, but for the most part, she doesn't use them. She only uses them to traverse the map and climb up walls. That is it. That is her crutch to help her keep up with the others. Deadshot, he's always had guns and always had a jetpack, so I don't understand where they're getting that sort of information from. And King Shark, he's always been like a god, so I don't understand why they're trying to compare him to Superman. Like, they have similar power sets anyway. It's not like King Shark can out here Laser Eye or like Freeze Breath. He's just here with his guns out. So the fact that they're saying, oh, they just gave us the Justice League powers, why can't we have a Justice League game, is a load of bollocks. And that argument don't fly. Everyone is just hating on this game to hate on this game, and I don't agree with it. Personally, I had a great time playing this game. I thought the boss battles were really interesting and the sort of highlight of the game. Seeing the character interactions was also a highlight of the game. It was quite funny, it was witty, it was very like back and forth banter, which I very much did enjoy, and it even went through into the levels, so there was always something to listen into, always something to sort of spice up the repetitive levels. Fair enough, they could have done something a little different and maybe sort of given us a couple more levels which was slightly different, but I thought it was alright. I thought it was a good game, and people are just hating on it for the sake of hating on it. To be fair, I probably would play this again, maybe as a playthrough as like a different character, because again, I did play as this all the way through as Harley Quinn. Maybe I'd go back and do it as Boomerang or Deadshot. I'm just not doing it as King Shark because I genuinely thought it was shit. Other than that, this game, solid 7 out of 10. So yeah, do with that information as you will. I hope you all did enjoy this YouTube video. I'll see you all next one. I hope you all have an excellent day, and goodbye. Stay home and stay safe. If you do want me to review any more games, please do let me know which games down in the comments below, and I'll get on it as soon as possible. Alright, bye-bye.